Grandpa. Oh my God, Grandpa.
That's when he discovered small pieces of George stuck between the blades of his lawnmower.
What? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're reacting to Peppa Pig horror story. Now, we actually reacted to a scary Peppa Pig video a couple days ago. If you haven't seen that, please be sure to go check that out. But basically, these are even darker and more twisted stories about Peppa Pig and her family, and these get really, really good. So with that being said, if you enjoy what you see, please be sure to go support the original creator, subscribe to the channel, like this video if you want more analog horror and horror animations. And with that being said, let's jump straight in.
Peppa loves jumping in muddy puddles.
I do too, Peppa.
But this time, she saw something unusual.
Like what? Oh.
It all started when Daddy
this
Pig
is gonna be
completely
good.
neglected his lawn. The grass got so tall that his lawnmower just broke. He asked for help from Grandpa Pig, who was always a handyman and had a more powerful lawnmower. And soon he arrived.
You know, the weather's been really rainy lately. I think there's a big puddle in this grass that you can't see. I might get stuck and need your help.
George heard about a big puddle in the grass and immediately went there. His childish brain could not realize the danger.
Oh my God. Grandpa. Oh my God, Grandpa.
What was that?
Oh.
It took Grandpa Pig a minute to realize what had just happened. It couldn't have been anyone other than George. Animals around here don't wear blue clothing, the bloody piece of which he held in his hand. He didn't know what to do. He didn't want to think about how he would have to explain this to Daddy Pig. He took all the pieces of George he could find
my
and hid
God,
them in the
that
grass,
is George.
but he himself was still covered in blood. Luckily, he was able to wash himself from the hose outside the house, which got him all wet.
Pause.
Where'd you get so wet?
I'm just tired. I'll finish cutting the grass later. Let me sit here. I need to do something. I need to hide the remains. If they find out. Okay. I can put the remains in something before I take them away. A garbage bag. That's it. They're not likely to notice they're missing a garbage bag. I'll take that bag, put his body in it, then dump it somewhere far away and...
Grandpa Pig had forgotten that the entire lawn was splattered with blood, and it was immediately visible as soon as you stepped outside. He had no chance of cleaning it up. The hose didn't reach that far. He felt awful about what he had done. But if everyone found out, it would make his life even worse.
You're going to jail, Grandpa.
He was afraid of how his own children would look at him. He would try to keep everyone away for as long as possible. To him, it was clear. This was the end. He heard thunder. If it started raining now, all traces of blood would be washed away. He would go and gather all of George's body parts into a trash bag.
You're being odd.
What?
By the way, have you seen George?
Yeah, don't worry. He went to the bathroom.
He did as he planned. After the rain, he put all of George's parts in a bag, and without saying anything to Daddy Pig, he drove home. He hid George's remains in a chest in his shed. Grandpa Pig spent a long time in the shower that day. He was trying to wash off not just the blood, but also the sins he had committed. He also burned his old clothes.
I can't even
George's
talk.
Blood and DNA on them. They were evidence. He also wanted to burn George's remains, but he remembered that he would still have to deal with the bones, and his dog neighbors would definitely pick up the...
Bro, I have to pause it. So much is going on right now. I'm sorry for pausing. I know we're very short into this video. Grandpa, you're going to jail. You killed George, cut him up into pieces. Granted, it was an accident. Bro, you're going to jail, bro. Oh my gosh.
To Granny Pig, this behavior seemed very strange. He had trouble falling asleep, but eventually slept until noon. When he woke up, he looked out the window. Granny Pig was heading straight to the shed. Yesterday, she had asked him what he had been doing there for so long, so it looked like she was starting to suspect something. He ran to her immediately and caught up just as she was coming out. She said she was just looking for the watering can. Looked like he was in the clear, for now. But Grandpa Pig decided to double-check that everything was properly hidden.
She knows.
That's when he discovered small pieces of George stuck between the blades of his lawnmower.
What?
If those had fallen out in front of Granny Pig, she would have understood everything instantly. Paranoia gripped him. What if he hadn't hidden all of George's pieces? There was only one way to find out. He stitched together all the parts of George, his own grandson.
My God.
That was actually left in the trash bag by Peppa.
And as it turned out, he had been right. Some of George's body and organs were missing. He sat for a long time thinking about it. The only explanation he could come up with was that the rain had been so heavy The resulting streams had washed some of George's pieces away. He went to Peppa Pig's house, searched for a long time, but found nothing.
Are we kidding?
Somewhere out in the world, small pieces of George are still lying around. But will anyone ever find them? Most likely the current carried them into the sewer. He needed to make sure the remaining parts were hidden. They had to be buried in the forest.
Hello, Grandpa Pig speaking.
Grandpa, I saw you walking near our house. It's not easy for any of us right now, and I'm glad you're trying to find any clues about George's disappearance. You know, the police said they want to talk to you. They said they'll come by tomorrow.
Panic took over him.
You're going to prison.
Get to the forest immediately. He packed a small supply of food and water. He wanted to take the remains as far as possible. He set off into the woods. The journey was long. He spent the entire day walking.
How can you live with yourself?
His legs could no longer carry him. He didn't know this area, didn't know where he was. He was so exhausted that he couldn't even dig a hole. He laid out a place to sleep, thinking that in the morning he would have the strength to bury that black bag. But when he woke up, he found that the bag had been torn open. He hadn't thought about wild animals. Lizards and owls had picked up George's scent and carried him off piece by piece. His whole plan had failed. There was nothing he could do now. He walked in a random direction and soon ended up back at his own house. Turns out, he had walked in a circle while wandering through the forest, and he made it just in time for the meeting with the police. It was a long interview.
You gonna ask him why he's dirty?
Every detail, where he had been, what he had done. He explained his behavior by saying he had been deeply shaken by George's disappearance. But the investigators were troubled by the fact that he claimed the last time he saw George, he was heading to the bathroom. George still used a potty, and it was unclear why he would be going to the bathroom alone. When asked about his appearance, he said he had been searching for George in the forest. He felt calm because
why
he was
would
sure
you
that
say
no one
that?
would find George's remains. Therefore, there would be no evidence against him.
This dude.
Okay, I understand. I'll come here later. Stay in touch.
This dude, he's terrible.
The investigators went into the forest to follow his footprints. There, they found a bag and a shovel. Later, Peppa came running with new evidence, a piece of George's nose. Grandpa Pig had to confess what he had done. His family rejected him. They were angry not because he had killed George, but because of his lies.
What? What do you mean they were angry because he lied? You weren't angry that your son was, I don't know, massacred? That would have been my first anger point. Bro, this was good, dude. That was good. We're gonna watch another.
Daddy Pig was looking after Peppa and George while they were playing in their favorite treehouse.
Bro, that don't look safe.
This treehouse out of unused boards a long time ago, and it had been repaired many times.
That treehouse don't look safe.
But this time Daddy Pig wanted to get inside. So silly of him.
To come into our house, you must take off your shoes and say the secret words.
Bro, he's as big as the treehouse. How you gonna get in there?
The secret words are Daddy's big tummy.
I think those are silly secret words.
It's the rules.
Daddy Pig frowned.
She just called you fat.
Again, he was being called fat, even though he considered himself to be of a fit, athletic build.
Oh, you're delusional.
He was tired of enduring ridicule, especially from his family members.
Delusional.
Ignoring Peppa, he reached inside.
Oh my God.
He could barely get in there, and there wasn't much room.
Look at all the nails.
He squashed his children in.
Daddy Pig, you can't come in here without permission, or else we...
Oh my God.
This door was picked up by Grandpa Pig from the junkyard. To open this type of door, you had to twist the handle.
And twist it.
Daddy Pig tried desperately to twist this handle with his feet.
Bro,
but because he was wearing
big,
shoes,
oversized
his feet were slipping. He blocked the passage and could not turn around. They all realized they were stuck. They were very cramped.
Relax. Call for help.
It became stuffy.
Oh my God.
It was unbearable. They had to breathe deeply because of the lack of oxygen.
He's about to kill them.
It was also getting hot in the house.
Open the window.
Sun. They lay like that for about an hour. Now their legs were stiff and they had a headache. Daddy Pig pleaded guilty, and he decided that he had to take action.
What?
George must climb over him to get to the door and turn the handle to open it.
Y'all didn't think about that an hour ago?
Arms and legs, George was able to climb on top of his father. But to let George get down, Daddy Pig moved forward a little, and then...
Oh my...
Daddy Pig moved too sharply and George was impaled on a nail. Peppa
Oh my
cried,
God.
sitting in the puddle of her brother's blood. She had never been so scared. Urgent help was needed, so Daddy Pig tried to kick the door open with his feet.
Oh my God.
The house collapsed with the door down.
Oh.
Now he couldn't get out the door. He found himself locked in and tried to turn the treehouse over again. But he couldn't do it. He was completely weakened.
Kids, you've been playing too long. I made chocolate cake for dinner.
Oh my God. Oh, Peppa. That was so freaking good. Oh my God. I think I found one of my new favorite series on the channel. Peppa Pig horror. Are you kidding me? Poor George got impaled by a that nail was thick too. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. Guys, if you want more Peppa Pig analog horror just like this, you know what to do. Like this video, comment down below. We want Peppa. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Also, be sure to go check out my last Peppa Pig horror video. None of you saw it.